Pain is inevitable. Misery is a choice. All right, welcome back, guys. Hope you got a great weekend. I know I definitely did. But jumping right into this video, um, the first bullet point that I wanted to hit is you are not allowing yourself to process the season that you're in at the moment, and you are fighting back too much to keep out of it. Um, I know that it's not easy for us to just say, I'm okay with being hurt right now because I know it's going to be better in a couple of months, a couple of years, right? I'm okay with going through this pain because I'm eventually going to be able to be better, happier, more joyful, right? And there are certain things that happen in your life so that it can make you stronger. I truly believe that. I truly believe that when God wants to make you stronger, He's going to put certain things in your path, trials and tribulations, right? And I mean, I went through it. I did accept it after the fact, but not at first. Like, I hated it. I hated the fact that I didn't get my way. I hated the fact that I wasn't going to get it over with right away. Like, I wanted it to be done quick, and it wasn't. It was horrible. It was the worst feeling ever. I truly felt like no one understood me, and I know that's dumb to think, right? Like, it can literally happen to anyone, and I'm no one special, right? But I know that after some time, days go by, weeks go by, you start getting into this rhythm of, all right, I got to do this, I have to do that, and then all of a sudden you start getting into, I want to do this, I want to do that, and it starts shifting your mentality to be more grateful for what you have rather than complain about what you don't have, right? And I know that I wasn't letting myself process the season I was supposed to be in for a long time. I just kept telling myself it's not. Like, you know, you're gonna be okay, but you don't need to go through that because you're better than that, and you are that person that's always better. Like, you don't have to do this. You can leave right now and never have to come back again, and you will be better off. But when I started thinking about other people instead of thinking about myself, that's when I started allowing myself to process these type of seasons that I was supposed to go through. Right now, I feel like I'm in a season of patience. I'm in a season of being myself because if I don't, then I feel like I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna be hurt, and I'm scared. I'm scared that the next transition I'm going into is not gonna work out good, and I haven't felt that in a long time. I've always wanted to be prepared for certain things, and it sucks that I feel like I'm not prepared, but I know that if it wasn't meant to be, then it wouldn't have been given to me. God wouldn't have set it up in that way. And I just have to just trust in Him like I trusted Him with this position that I'm in right now. So, excuse me, it's not fun. Like, I'm going through it right now, but I went through it before and I trusted in Him and just said, you take over and just do what you're going to do. And then look at where I'm at now. And I'm very grateful. But I know that the next step is coming, and whether I want to take it or not, it's there. And it was given to me because He knows that He can push me a little bit more. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I'm going to be going into. But I'm still scared, and I'm not going to lie, I'm still scared. It's just how you are as a human. All right, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a gym of therapy, and then we will get into the next part of the video, next bullet point. right, guys, just continuing where we had left off. Let's see. Pain is inevitable. Misery is a choice. That's something that I heard a while back, and that resonated with me so much because, God, you know how much it sucks when you know that you are in that season of pain, where you know that you just either went through a breakup, you just went through a financial loss, your car messed up, you either got laid off or you're losing hours from your job, and you're just like, God, I don't want to do this right now. And you're thinking about everything that you can do besides actually just experiencing and going through it. It's one of those things that it's painful. It's definitely very painful to have to work on something like that and try to be okay with it and feel it. But no matter what, you're still gonna go through it. Like there's nothing that can change from you going through it. It's gonna happen, and you're just gonna have to just go through it. I can tell you from experience, time and time again, I've only been laid off once because of COVID, but I've always prepared myself for the next thing. And I've never been too upset because I lost money. I've been upset because I felt like a failure. So rather than a disappointment of losing a job, I got disappointed in myself because I felt like I wasn't good enough. And it happened a long time ago, but I know that if I'm not grateful for where I'm at right now, I'm just going to kill my mentality. My spirit's going to go in the ground, and I'm going to be so upset about everything. So I know that at the end of the day, we still have to work on things like that. You're leaving?
No, I'm gonna do cardio right now.
Oh, okay. I'll be watching you.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Be careful.
You doing your video?
Yeah.
Good. Good luck with it. What's the topic?
Seasons.
Okay.
How you don't want to go through a certain type of season just because you're not feeling like you're ready for it. But when God tells you it's time, you just do it. Because no matter what, it's going to happen. And that's what I'm talking about right now. It says one of the quotes that I saw was, pain is inevitable. Wait, what is it? Yeah, pain is inevitable. Misery is... Where are you? Oh, misery is a choice. So you can decide to be upset, you can decide to be mad, and be like that and regret it for the rest of your life, or you can just go through it and experience it.
Okay. Let me go knock this cardio out, brother.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this one to come out tonight.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I was talking about, is you can decide if you want to be upset about it and live like that with the rest of your life. You can be upset, you can be angry, you can be happy about it, you can enjoy it, and you can just say, you know what, I needed to go through this. We're going to do a little bit more gym therapy, and then we're going to move into the final video. Alright guys, so we are finishing up the video here with this last clip, of course, and the last bullet point is getting stuck. Some people, like myself, feel like if you ever get into that season of pain or regret or just any type of things like that, you start feeling like I'm just gonna get stuck there because that's all I'm thinking about, that's all I'm doing, that's all I'm going through, and it's painful to consistently try to get out of it. So you decide that I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, and it's okay that I'm getting hurt. Like you finally are dealing with it, but then you feel like at some point it should end, right? It should just be over, right? But instead you're just letting it take over you mentally, and weeks go by, months go by, years go by, and you're still on it rather than going through what you have to go through, expressing it, and then moving on. A lot of people go through those trials afterwards of how do I get out of it. But the cool thing about it is like you don't need to get out of it because you already accomplished what you needed to accomplish, what God told you that you needed to do, what you were supposed to go through. And some people get so comfortable with it that they want to hold on to it. It's kind of like I'm used to getting hurt, so it's okay if I get hurt again. And we need to grow from that. We need to understand that it's a season for a reason. Seasons don't last all year long. A couple months or so, and then they're on to the next one. But that's how life should be. You just go through what you have to go through, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then you get over it, and then you move on, and then you learn from it, and then you move on, and then you don't let that same thing happen to you. So you raise your standards, and then you move on. So it's a lot of little things that we can think about when it comes to seasons in general, but you should not push yourself or hold yourself back from those kind of things because you are not going to get stuck. You are going to keep going and you're going to keep moving, and you're always going to have that back of your head like, I'm not going to let that happen to me again. Whatever it was. I mean, I'm mostly talking about relationship right now, but it can literally be financial, it can be work, it can be mentality, it can be fitness, it can be everything across the board. But don't allow yourself to get stuck in that position where you're just okay with going through it again and again and again and again and again and again. There's times where you need to move on and just move on, but just be proud of it. Give yourself some credit for going through it and experience it. This is gonna be the last clip for today. Again, if you guys did like the video, let me know, subscribe, comment. I would appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you on the next one. God bless you guys and be safe.